escuchar el silencio para encontrar el camino. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena se olvida. ¿Y para qué sufrir? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena se olvida. Vivir vida, voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida, mi gente. ¿Pa' qué llorar? ¿Pa' qué sufrir? Empieza a soñar, a reír. Oh, siente y baila y goza, que la vida es una sola. Vive, sigue, siempre para adelante, no mires para atrás. Eso, mi gente. La vida es una. Opa. Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida, Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida,
No me importa lo que de mí se diga, vive usted su vida, que yo vivo la mía. Que solo es una, disfruta el momento, que el tiempo se acaba y para atrás no verá. Bebiendo, fumando y jodiendo, sigo vacilando de party todos los días. Y síguelo.
Seca, todo el mundo en patilla en la discoteca. Pepa y agua para la seca, todo el mundo en patilla en la discoteca. Desacatado. Empatillado.
Sube la mano y la botella para arriba. Siempre la móvil la tenemos prendida. Hoy vamos a darle hasta que se haga de día. Sigo rulito que es la mía. Salió el sol, un gol. Prime la boca y el alcohol. Impréndelo, un gol. Esto se salió de control. Y síguelo. Seca.
tiempo se acaba y para atrás no verá. Bebiendo, fumando y jodiendo, sigo vacilando de party todos los días. Mi cielo.
Todo el mundo en patilla en la discoteca. Pepa y agua pa' la seca. Todo el mundo en patilla en la discoteca.
Desacatado. Empatillado.
Dímelo chino, the most winning, Víctor Cárdenas, White Star, Shadow Towers, la 167.
Na 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 na. Whoa, 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 whoa. Huh. Life is so good to me. Life is so good to me. Whoa, whoa, yeah. From your wake up this morning, you're a winner. Yeah, 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 yeah. From your wake up this morning, you're a winner. Yeah, yeah. Watch out, Jaja. Here we love and life now. Everywhere is vibes now. Whoa, I say watch out, Jaja. Bring woman so nice now. What more could I ask for? Beside a woman in front, to go down and walk up she waist and get on and mind. She body can wind up no more. Cause life is short and tomorrow not sure, so I live like it's my last. Oh, drinks in me and now. Jump up and wave is the plan now. Just love and girl with the man now. Whoa, cause it things so sweet, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I don't wanna go home, no. Cause it things so sweet, yeah. Sometimes I feel like I don't wanna leave, oh no. Right now I feel I could jump down, I feel I could wind
from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team in. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. I done kept it real from the jump. Living at my mama's house, we'd argue every month. I was trying to get it on my own.
Vivir mi vida, la 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 la. Eso. Vivir mi vida, la 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 la. Voy a gozar, vivir mi vida. A veces llega la lluvia para limpiar las heridas. A veces solo una gota puede vencer la sequía. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. ¿Y para qué sufrir? ¿Para qué? Si así es la vida, hay que vivirla, la ley. Vivir mi vida, la 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 la. Voy a gozar, vivir mi vida, la 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 la. Eso. Voy a vivir el momento para entender el destino. Voy a escuchar el silencio para encontrar el camino. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. ¿Y para qué sufrir? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. La ley. Opa. Vivir vida, la 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 la. Voy a reír, voy a gozar. Vivir mi vida, la 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 la. Mi gente. Opa. ¿Pa' qué llorar? ¿Pa' qué sufrir? Empieza a soñar, a reír. Oh, siente y baila y goza, que la vida es una sola. Vive, sigue, siempre para adelante, no mires para atrás. Eso, mi gente. La vida es una. Opa. Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida, la 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 la. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida, la 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 la. No me importa lo que de mí se diga, vive usted su vida, que yo vivo la mía. Que solo es una, disfruta el momento, que el tiempo se acaba y para atrás no verá. Bebiendo, fumando y jodiendo, sigo vacilando de party todos los días. Síguelo.
Seca, todo el mundo en patilla en la discoteca. Pepa y agua para la seca, todo el mundo en patilla en la discoteca.
Desacatao. Empatillao. Sube la mano y la botella para arriba. Siempre las móviles las tenemos prendidas. Hoy vamos a darle hasta que se haga de día. Sigo rulito que es la mía. Salió el sol.
Prime la boca y el alcohol.
Impréndelo.
Esto se salió de control.
Y síguelo.
Pepa y agua para la seca, todo el mundo en patilla en la discoteca.
Desacatao.
Pepa y agua para la seca, todo el mundo en patilla en la discoteca.
Empatillao.
No me importa lo que de mí se diga. Vive usted su vida, que yo vivo la mía. Que solo es una, disfruta el momento. Que el tiempo se acaba y para atrás no verá. Bebiendo, fumando y jodiendo. Sigo vacilando de party todos los días. Síguelo.
Pepa y agua para la seca, todo el mundo en patilla en la discoteca. Pepa y agua para la seca, todo el mundo en patilla en la discoteca.
Desacatao. Empatillao.
Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team in. Started from the bottom, now we here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. I done kept it real from the jump. Living at my mama's house, we'd argue every month. I was trying to get it on my own.
Vivir mi vida, la 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 la. Eso. Vivir mi vida, la 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 la. Voy a gozar, vivir mi vida. A veces llega la lluvia para limpiar las heridas. A veces solo una gota puede vencer la sequía. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. ¿Y para qué sufrir? ¿Para qué? Si así es la vida, hay que vivirla, la ley. Vivir mi vida, la la la. Voy a gozar, vivir mi vida, la la la. Eso. Voy a vivir el momento para entender el destino. Voy a escuchar el silencio para encontrar el camino. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. ¿Y para qué sufrir? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. La ley. Opa. Vivir vida, la la la. Voy a reír, voy a gozar. Vivir mi vida, la la la. Mi gente. Opa. ¿Pa' qué llorar? ¿Pa' qué sufrir? Empieza a soñar, a reír. Oh, siente y baila y goza, que la vida es una sola. Vive, sigue, siempre para adelante, no mires para atrás. Eso, mi gente. La vida es una. Opa. Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida, la la la. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida, la. No me importa lo que de mí se diga, vive usted su vida, que yo vivo la mía. Que solo es una, disfruta el momento, que el tiempo se acaba y para atrás no verá. Bebiendo, fumando y jodiendo, sigo vacilando de party todos los días. Cielo.
Pepa y agua para la seca, todo el mundo en patilla en la discoteca. Pepa y agua para la seca, todo el mundo en patilla en la discoteca.
Desacatado.
Vivir mi vida, la. Eso. Vivir mi vida, la. Voy a gozar, vivir mi vida. A veces llega la lluvia para limpiar las heridas. A veces solo una gota puede vencer la sequía. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. ¿Y para qué sufrir? ¿Para qué? Si así es la vida, hay que vivirla, la ley. Vivir mi vida, la. Voy a gozar, vivir mi vida, la. Eso.
Schneider just brought in the info to gift. What we're going to do, I'm put it right before the shower box. First, I'll show you the gift and the gift. And then you'll do the gift next, before chicken and so then I'll say, then you stay up here. Then I'll say will. Right after Chris Schneider walks off, he sits down, and then we'll go into that.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. If I could have your attention. Hello. If anyone wants to see the program for today, it is actually the QR code on this poster. So Master McDonald will walk around and anyone can scan the QR code. Thank you.
Voy a gozar, vivir mi vida, la. Eso. Voy a vivir el momento.
para limpiar las heridas. A veces solo una gota puede vencer la sequía. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. ¿Y para qué sufrir? ¿Para qué? Si así es la vida, hay que vivirla, la ley. Vivir mi vida, la. Voy a gozar, vivir mi vida, la. Eso. Voy a vivir el momento para entender el destino. Voy a escuchar el silencio para encontrar el camino. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. ¿Y para qué sufrir? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. La ley. Opa. Vivir vida, la.
Ladies and gentlemen, please find your seats. We kindly request that electronic devices are silenced at this time. The ceremony will begin shortly. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Chief Master Sergeant Joseph Martinez from USAFE A4. On behalf of Colonel Michael Boswell, Commander of the 22nd Mission Support Group, welcome to today's ceremony.
I am Master Sergeant Ladina Jackson from the 86th Material Maintenance Squadron. Today, the men and women of the United States Air Force pay special tribute to Chief Master Sergeant Felix Roa on the occasion of his retirement from the United States Air Force after 30 years of faithful service to our nation.
We would like to take a moment and extend a warm welcome to our distinguished guests. We ask that applause be held until the end. Chief Roa's wife, Carrie Ann Roa, and their children, Javier and Natalia. Just make sure you're there. You got you're good. His mother, Francisca, aka Galia. His sister, Caroline Sahagan, hope I said it right, and her children, Jayla and Joshua. His friends, Kajali Gaborn, aka Panama, aka KJ, and his wife Vivian and son Alan, and Clayton Chin. We would also like to welcome the USAFE Deputy Directors, Mr. Randall Kendrick and his spouse Elizabeth, and Colonel James Vincent and his spouse Lindsay. Additionally, the USAFE AFAF A4 Chief, Colonel Benjamin Schneider, and his wife Amanda, and USAFE AFAF A4 Senior Enlisted Leader, the one and only Chief Master Sergeant Marquise Martin. We would also like to welcome to all other directors, commanders, chiefs, first sergeants, family and friends, close family watching online, his brother Robert and family, and the remaining of Chin family, Lawanda and Savine.
Throughout the ceremony, you will be given cues to stand and be seated at the appropriate times. As a reminder, during the playing of the national anthems, military members should stand at attention, and our civilian guests are invited to place their right hand over their heart.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the official party, posting of the colors, then remain standing for the playing of the anthem of the Republic of Germany, the singing of the anthem of the United States of America by Master Sergeant Alice Lewis Turner, and the invocation by Chaplain Michelle Law Gordon.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof Please take your seats. I would like to invite you to join me in a moment of prayer, or you may pause in a moment of silence as I pray. Kind, loving God, creator of all good and perfect things, before we ask for anything, we pause and give thanks for everything. We are gathered today with hearts filled with gratitude in celebration of the retirement of Chief Master Sergeant Felix Roa after 30 years and 7 months of faithful service to our country. We thank you for the journey that began when a recruiter appeared at his high school, leading to a flight to Puerto Rico that changed his life. From that day to this, you have ordered his steps. While the road was not easy, he persevered. And today he can look back with no regrets, knowing those challenges shaped the leader he is today. Thank you for filling his career with a genuine love for people, which became his guiding light. We know that no chief reaches this milestone alone. So we thank you for the leaders and mentors who supported and guided him along the way. Thank you for the bonds of camaraderie and the diverse airmen he served alongside. And now as he prepares to hang up the uniform, we honor his transition from active duty airman to civilian. We ask your special blessing upon his family for every sacrifice they made along the way. We lift up his wife, Karen, who has been his anchor and partner through every assignment. His children, Javiel and Natalia, his mother, Galia, and his niece and nephew, Jayla and Joshua. Thank you for the presence of some very special friends here today to celebrate with Chief's best friend, Clayton Chin, who traveled from far to be here. His friend, Kajali, his wife, Vivian, and their son, Alan, all here to share in this joy, as well as the family and friends joining us virtually from afar. We thank you especially for the gift of extra time in service that allowed him to watch his daughter graduate, a beautiful return of the sacrifices she and the family made throughout his career. Lord, remind Chief Roa today that retirement is not an end, but a fresh and joyful beginning. Grant him the time to truly rest and give his attention to the three most important things in life: you, his family, and his true friends. Give him the health to share new hobbies with Karen, precious time with his children, and the energy to continue serving his community through the Wounded Warrior Program and Disabled American Veterans. Lord, it is your grace that enables us to protect others, and it is your providence that keeps us safe. Please help us to turn our hearts towards you each and every day. In your holy name I pray, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Honor Guard, Sergeant Lewis Turner, and Chaplain Law Gordon.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present our presiding officer, Colonel Michael Boswell. Sir, the floor is yours.
All right, so before I get started, let's give one more round of applause to our national anthem. All right? Those of you seen the movie Coming to America, you can sing. So I also want to thank Chaplain, appreciate the rendition. Chief for emceeing Pumpkin, thank you very much. I remember when she was an airman, look at her now grown up, right? So good afternoon, everyone. For those who haven't had an opportunity to meet, Colonel Mike Boswell, 22nd Mission Support Group Commander, coming from Wichita, Kansas today to celebrate Chief Master Sergeant Roa, great American, and a good friend of mine. To our distinguished guests, want to pause for a second. Felix had a conversation with General Ellsworth, Brigadier General Ellsworth. I know he's on the road right now, in Poland, if I'm not mistaken, and he wanted me to pass along his regards, just to say thank you. He noted how instrumental you were as he transitioned from DLA Aviation to become Youth Safety A4. So he wanted me to thank you. To the colonels, to the chiefs, to the leadership team in A4, thank you for being here. To the incredible Americans and Germans, to our airmen here at Ramstein, it's an honor to stand before you here today. And to the family and friends who have traveled near and far, thank you for being here. But most importantly, to Galia, to Karen or Carrie Ann, depends on who you ask, what day of the week. Javi, Natalia, entire royal family to include the Chins, and KJ. Let me see what KJ is. All right, good to see you, man. All right, thank you. Thank you for coming. So thank you for sharing 3 decades with this incredible man. It's a genuine privilege and honor to be here today to celebrate this leader, this mentor, this husband, this father, this chief, and my friend. All right, so as we go through these speeches, one of the things that I'm reminded of is just how old we tend to be, right? All right, they give me, is that better? Is it better if I talk like this? Can you guys hear me? I guess the people online won't be able to hear me. All right, so we're gonna play a game. It's called Just How Old is Chief Rowo? So this speech is interactive, all right? So I'm not looking to talk at you for the next, I think he gave me 45 minutes. Yeah, no, not for real. so for the next 10 minutes or so, 15, whatever it is, I want you guys to no kidding interact with me, right? So what were you doing in 1995? So just to set the stage, in 1995, I was a junior. You were 4? All right. I was a junior in high school with dreams of becoming an Air Force officer, right? So I lived my dream every single day, right? Internet was barely a thing. I was too poor to afford internet. So if you had internet, then God bless you. But I do remember the dial-up, right? Y'all remember that old dial-up? Yeah, it's terrible. So y'all young folks, you're gonna have to worry about sitting. We waited like 5 minutes for it to come online before you got onto the internet. But the world's a very different place in 1995. So the question, a couple questions. What was the price of gas in 1995? You said 90 cents? 87 cents? Man, where y'all live? Where y'all live? 75? All right, so in Alabama, the price of gas was about $1.15, give or take, right? Loaf of bread, how much was a loaf of bread? 70, somebody said 75, about 70 cents. Today it's about, I think, $3, $4. I don't know, I don't go shopping, but I hear it's expensive. All right, so big movies back in 1995. Well, actually before that, how many of you guys was born after 1995? Raise your hand. Raise it high, raise it high, raise it high. All right, that's just how old you are. All right. So big movies during 1995. Throw some movies out for me. Was Friday? Was 1995? I think it probably was. Waterworld. Oh, was that even a movie? All right, so Toy Story. Toy Story, my research says Toy Story was a big movie. Batman Forever, right? Y'all remember that? And Apollo 13 back then. All right, TV shows. Throw some TV shows out for me. Yep, Martin.
Living Single.
Living Single. I don't know, was Living Single out during then? Oh, Pumpkin, you was like 4 years old when that came out. What you talking about? All right, so I got ER, Friends, right? Seinfeld, the show about nothing. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Martin, right? Who won the Super Bowl that year? It was Dallas. Dallas, that's when they was good. No, it wasn't the Chargers, the Dallas Cowboys. No, it wasn't no 49ers. All right. Who won the NBA championship during 1995? No. Houston Rockets, that's right. It was the Houston Rockets. And my favorite part of this is music. What music y'all remember from 1995? Brandy, yep, I think there was some Brandy back then. All right, so Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise, y'all remember that? I think that's resurfaced on the TikTok, the Instagram, what do y'all call it these days? So I think I've seen some of that on the Facebook. Seal, Kissed by a Rose from the Grave. So that goes along with the whole Batman Forever, right? And then one of my favorites, oldie but goodie, TLC, Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls. Y'all remember that? They were doing like this right here. Remember that? Yep. That was good. And somewhere down in St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, a young man named Felix Royal raised his right hand and joined the United States Air Force. He didn't know it yet, but he was beginning a journey that would last and impact thousands of lives across the globe. All right, so this is a part of the speech normally where I would no kid talk about his career and things of that nature, but I'm not going to do that, right? Part of it's because Felix already did a good job of putting this as part of his retirement ceremony, and Kat, wherever she is, shout out to Chief back there. So instead, I'd like to honor Felix in a different way. Some of you guys may have seen this, not. Probably you haven't, because it's the first time I did this a couple retirement ceremonies ago, and I thought it was pretty good. My grandmother used to tell me that give a person flowers while they're still alive, right? It's something that she would always tell me. One of the things that I've done is I've done these retirement ceremonies. You have a lot of people that sit out in the audience, but you never truly know how they impact the person that's up here being honored. So today I want to honor Felix, not through a speech that I've prepared, but through your eyes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk and I'm going to reflect on, just real quick, the locations that Felix was stationed throughout his career. And if you were a part of his life at that particular installation or during that time frame, I want you to stand up, give us your name, and just tell us one word that you think that describes Felix. All right, so Barksdale Air Force Base, 1996 and 1998. Who knew Felix back then? Raise your hand. All right, come on, Clayton, stand up.
Remember where you stay at?
He said, "No, you stay at." All right.
Felix has always been a very laid-back person, so very laid-back and honest person.
Yep, laid back and honest. I agree with that, and that's actually part of my speech. So thanks, Chin. Osan, 1998 to 1999. All right, so we'll do KJ this time. All right, go ahead, KJ.
2 words, I would say friendly and popular.
Friendly and popular. I can be being friendly and popular. All right, Ramstein, back in the day, I think that was 1999, 2003. I think that was a supply squad. Huh? Yeah, 86 supply squad. Go ahead, KJ. You can say friendly twice, because he is a friendly person. He's extra friendly.
I said friendly for Osan, popular for Ramstein.
Okay, all right, I see that. And I think at Osan, that's when he met Karen, right?
That's right.
Yeah, and that's when he got married. Actually, to be honest with you, Karen, so... Yeah, Korea. Yeah, Osan. Yeah. So he did say, I just want to say in his notes, Karen, he did say that you saw him, you wanted to be with him, you liked him. Hey, that's what he put in the speech. And he said you did whatever it took in order to get him. Whatever you did, it worked.
Hey.
It was not that.
That's what he said. All right, RF Mildenhall. How many of you guys was at Felix and RF Mildenhall? Raise your hand. All right, let me get some more folks. Let me see this fine American right here. Yeah, oh yeah, you.
Joe Watkins, me and Felix were stationed together at Mildenhall. If I had to describe in a word, just a leader.
Yep.
Definitely a leader, and I enjoyed our time together, so it's good to be at this ceremony here.
Good, thank you for coming, brother.
Retired Chief Master Sergeant Tyrone Davis. I was actually at Lake and Heat, but he was a member of a little group that we established over there, and what I remember of Felix is being eager, willing to learn from us old chiefs back in the day.
All right, good. All right, Pumpkin, what you got? What do you remember about Felix? You was young back then.
No, definitely friendly, but he was for sure about his business. And he was fair.
Good. All right, Nellis. Who worked with Felix at Nellis? Go ahead.
I'd say friendly, but also he gave me an opportunist, so he was definitely gave me a lot of opportunities to open doors. So.
All right, opportunities, open doors. All right. Anybody else from Nellis? Doffer. Anybody work for him? Okay, good. You with him at Doffer too?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you followed? Okay.
Trouble. Let me tell you, he almost got me arrested.
Oh, I think that's going to be a story over a beverage in the back. All right, Seymour Johnson. Anybody work with Felix and Seymour Johnson? Okay.
Tech Sergeant Stephanie Morris, definitely empowering.
All right, good. Empowering, that's a good word. Felix also worked during that time with a good friend of mine, Lieutenant Colonel Rob Facchetti. Says his regards as well, Felix. All right, you safety staff. So there's a lot of y'all out here. So we ain't gonna spend all day, no kidding, giving shout outs to Felix. But for anybody that wants to stand up and just kind of talk about, you know, who you are and just a word or two to describe Felix, go ahead.
I'll say it. He's very caring, but he's gullible. Every time.
So, caring and gullible are the words that was used.
Every time we go out, I tell him I forgot my wallet, and he ends up.
All right. So he money bags. All right. Anybody else?
Yeah, he's never met a stranger.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's true.
He knows everybody.
That is. Hey, that's true evidence by all the people that's here, and specifically, I was pretty amazed and floored at just how many of the supply folks that was here representing and honoring him today. So yes. So you guys heard words like mentor, friend, gullible. You know, all these different words to describe Felix. So my personal testimony as it relates to the chief, I had the privilege of serving with him at RAF Mildenhall while I was a commander back in 2013 to 2015, where Karen worked there as well. So back then, I was a cocky major, and you know, I go toe to toe with this master sergeant who was a supply juggernaut, right? So I often use I use Felix's name quite a bit in order to give me some supply street cred out there. But the man I am today and what I know, I can actually trace back to just those conversations with Felix and also Karen when she worked up in QA. As I reflect, I observed a couple things about growing. Pumpkin noticed some of this, and you guys noted this. Whenever everyone else was stressed out, Felix would always be calm and he would be cracking jokes, right? When things were chaotic, he was steady, right? So Mildenhall is a pretty chaotic assignment, right? A lot of people call it Sleepy Hollow. There's always something going on. And one of the things that I can honestly say that Felix helped me through an incredibly trying time, right? Again, I was a young major. I think I only had major on for a year before I took over command, right? So you can imagine going in how tough that was, you know, just going into that position, right? So what I learned also is Felix, his airmen loved him, right? And he drew them closer to him. He gave them honest feedback. He was a real leader, someone that actually cared about them as people, right? And some of you guys noted that as you kind of spoke about Felix, right? I can personally attest to the fact that he wasn't a manager, right? He was always there. He was always there mentoring individuals, and he lived a philosophy, right? Believe, lead, and achieve. He believed in his people. He led with integrity, and he empowered his airmen to achieve things that they never thought could be possible. And they did as a result of that, right? Under his leadership, his team and our team, our squadron, won numerous awards, right? We won at the MAGCOM level, we won at the wing, and we were just an outstanding logistics squadron of world-class material management practitioners, right? Thanks to his leadership. And I want to thank you personally for mentoring me, right? And helping me to be up here, because I can tell you honestly, if it wasn't for people like Felix, Clayton, Karen, Martin Lord, some of the other individuals, I don't think I'd be up here today. So I want to thank you, brother. All right, now I want to speak directly to the royal family. So Karen, Javier, Natalia, Galia. So thank you guys very much. I see Javier has been in the gym. When I saw him, he was about that big. Now he yoked, right? So, but over the years, you know, whether it be my conversations with Felix, you know, when he was with me, the stressful days, the quiet moments after the mission, one thing that was always clear is he loved his family, and you guys are his foundation, right? So I want to say something that often is not said to military families, right? I want to say thank you and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the holidays missed, the birthdays missed, the anniversaries, the late nights, the deployments, the constant moving, the phone calls. You know, the truth is in military service, it's not just a member that serves, it's a family that serves, right? And sometimes we take that for granted and we don't say that enough. So I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you, and I want to say we're giving back your husband, we're giving back your father, we're giving back to your son, as he's helped to protect this nation and helped to protect our freedoms, the freedoms that we oftentimes take for granted, right? So the day before God and on this military formation, I just want to thank Felix for his incredible journey, right? So I have a poem that I wrote a couple years ago that I feel that it encapsulates retirements. And it's called Reflections of Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. You've given your life to serve your great nation, and it will never be the same. Take time to reflect on yesterday and remember how far you came. Today's the day you pass the mantle to the next generation to fight. Your sacrifice is one that will never be forgotten as your career reaches its twilight. Words can never express what you have to endure to keep this great nation free. Always asking, what can I do to serve others? And never, what can I do to serve me? Before this day is over, take one last look at those chevrons and reflect on the weight carried by those sleeves. Remember to ponder 30 years of joy, success, memories, and take a moment to simply breathe. We apologize for those long nights, the time away from families, and the hardships that you've endured. Now it's our turn to take care of you, and we promise it's your freedom we will secure. So Godspeed, Chief Roa, and thank you for your service and for always being a bright light. I would be remiss if I didn't say, at least for me, one last time, can I get a soup? Yeah, right! All right, God bless you, Felix. Thank you for 30 years of service.
Thank you, Colonel Boswell. I'd also like to honorable mention Chief Roa's earrings. Y'all know, if you see Chief Roa, you're gonna see them big bling blings. Chief Master Sergeant Roa, please join Colonel Boswell on stage for the certificate presentation.
Colonel Boswell is presenting the certificate of appreciation from the Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force.
Chief Roa also received the certificate of appreciation from the Commander-in-Chief.
Felix has also received a certificate of appreciation for his 30 years of military service.
These certificates will be on display for viewing after the ceremony.
Here, Colonel Boswell and Felix, you may now be seated.
At this time, we will read the military wife poem and present the spouse's certificate.
Lots of moving. Moving far from home, moving 2 cars, 2 kids, moving jobs and certifications, moving away from friends, moving towards new friends, moving her most important luggage and her trunk full of memories. Often waiting for housing, waiting for orders, waiting for deployments, waiting for redeployments, waiting for phone calls, waiting for reunions, waiting for him to come home for dinner again. They call her military dependent, but she knows better. She is fiercely independent. Military wives have a common bond. The military wife has a husband, unlike other husbands. His commitment is unique. He doesn't have a job, he has a mission that he can't just decide to quit. He's on call for his country 24/7. Even though she retired 10 years ago, she acts like his language is foreign. That's in the script, I just said. And so, a military wife is a translator for her friends and his. She is a long-distance light to keep them informed, the glue that holds them together. A military wife has her moments. She wants to wring his neck, refuse to move to Seymour Johnson. But she pulls herself together. Give her a few days, a travel brochure, a long hot shower, and she goes, she packs, she follows. Why? What for? How come? You may think it's because she has lost her mind, but actually it's because she has lost her heart. It was stolen by a man who puts duty first, who longs to deploy, who salutes the flag, and whose boots in the doorway remind her that as long as he is a military husband, she will remain his retired and military wife, and would have it no other way.
Colonel Boswell will present Ms. Carrion Roa with a certificate of appreciation from the Air Force Chief of Staff and the Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force. Carrion, will you now please come forward?
The certificate reads, Certificate of Appreciation from the United States Air Force. In grateful appreciation, the United States Air Force presents this certificate of recognition to Carrion L. Roa for the commitment and numerous contributions that made positive impacts to the nation's defense. Thank you for the support which you gave, strength and purpose to your spouse's service. Given this date, 1 July 2026, signed, Brigadier General Chad R. Ellsworth, Director of Logistics, Engineering, and Force Protection, United States Air Force.
Is that good right there? Oh, all right. There we go.
Thank you, Carrion. We would now like to invite Felix's children, Javiel and Natalia, to the stage to be presented with certificates of appreciation and child medals from the United States Air Force.
So before that,
Oh.
so I got Carrion a wonderful gift here. It's about a little bit more half her size, but yeah, I have to go check on the order to see what happened. It was my mistake, but baby for boys.
All right, look at that.
Your father, during Honduras duty, and exemplified the highest traditions of patriotism. On behalf of a grateful nation, the Department of the Air Force and the entire staff of the USAFE Africa headquarters, I extend to sincere thanks and express our appreciation for a job well done. Signed, Brigadier General Chad R. Ellsworth, Director of Logistics, Engineering, and Force Protection.
That's a military child medal.
Thank you, Javiel and Natalia. At this moment, we will now have Chief Roa come forward and read a special poem to his mother, Galia, and father, Felix. Please reference the back of your program for an English translation.
So this is going to be in Spanish. Hopefully you're able to scan the QR code. I don't know if it's around there, but I'm going to start. So, mami, esto es para ti. So voy a empezar. Antes de aprender de mantenerme firme en posición de atención, aprendí de mantenerme erguido gracias a ustedes. antes de conocer el peso del uniforme. Conocí el peso de su amor constantemente y verdadero. Me enseñaron a valor antes que se siguieran portara esa palabra. La disciplina antes de conocer la instrucción militar. Me mostraron cómo servir con el corazón y cómo afirmé a la fe cuando la noche se volvía silenciosa. En cada despega, a través de cada milla distante, su voz y su oración siempre me alcanzaron. Fueron mi ancla en la tormenta y mi puerta segura. Hoy cuelgo los uniformes junto con mis botas y mi gorra. Cada medalla que ha ganado fue forjada en las batallas que ustedes libraron en silencio. Así que, papi en los cielos, mami, este saludo es para ustedes. Pero los años, las lágrimas y el amor que brindaron, hoy dejé el servicio, pero siempre seré su hijo, valiente para siempre. Amén.
Ms. Gallia, please come forward to be presented with certificates of appreciation from the United States Air Force and take a photo with your son. At this time, we will have a special presentation from the Ramstein Air Base Chiefs Group.
Would all chiefs, past and present, line up in front of the stage. Good? Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of all chiefs, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Felix and recognize his unparalleled service to our country. I would like to take a moment to explain what you're about to witness. We have a tradition to recognize our retiring chief. It is called the End of the Trail. The End of the Trail sculpture has become one of the most recognizable images in the United States. It was sculptured by James Earl Frazier for the San Francisco Exposition of 1950. Frazier struggled with which image would be most appropriate to depict a vanishing race of fierce warriors or to depict the transformation of proud, spiritual people into the next century. Since then, many meanings have been assigned to the End of the Trail sculpture. To Air Force chiefs, it is a representation of a warrior whose journey is complete and is returning home to be with his family. We as chiefs are much attended with the unyielding sacrifice required of the military family. Please know that as we honor Felix, we honor his family as well. To the family, thank you for your service and sacrifice throughout the years. Every chief present in the room will now touch the sculpture, passing it from hand to hand. We do this because Felix has touched our lives personally and professionally. We are a team of chiefs that rely on and learn from each other as we advance our nation's call and commander's intent. Before we present it to Felix, we have one final tradition. Chief Diggins, representing the newest chief in the room and the youngest, will present the sculpture to Felix. The presentation from the current chiefs to the retiring chiefs represents the passing of responsibility from Felix to those who remain. Felix's acceptance of the sculpture
United States of America, followed by passing of the flag to symbolically commemorate Chief Roa's career.
I would like for you to know that I believe that if our flag could speak, these are the words that it would say. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present Old Glory. I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop the world's tallest buildings, and I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I fly majestically across the great institutions of learning, and I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see me. I stand for peace, truth, honor, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident, I am brave, I am proud, and I am ready. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is held a little higher. My arms are a little truer. Except for my God, I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am sovereign. I am saluted. I am respected. I am honored. I am loved. And yet I am feared. I have fought in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. Some of these battles include Gettysburg, Shiloh, Appomattox, San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, the Aragon Forest, Anzio, Rome, the beaches of Normandy, Guam, Okinawa, Korea, Quezon, Saigon, Vietnam, Afghanistan, Iraq, Kuwait, Syria, and scores of other places long forgotten by all, except those that were there with me. I know because I was there. I led my special operations forces in the quiet of the night and in the temple of the Spirit. I saw them fight fearlessly throughout the globe every day of the year. I watched over them even during the casualties of Desert One, and they still love me. I was on a small hill, Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn, tired. But my soldiers and my sailors, my airmen, my Coast Guardsmen, my Marines, they all cheered me, and I was so very proud. I was at Ground Zero in New York City on September the 11th as cowardly fanatics attacked America. I was raised from the ashes of once proud buildings by brave firefighters. These were heroes who risked their lives to save others, showing all that America, although bloody, will never be beaten because those who would destroy me cannot win. For I am the symbol of freedom, of one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I have been soiled, I've been burned, I've been torn, and I
today when I say I will overcome because I am strong. I have slipped the shooting bones of earth, and from my vantage point on the moon, I stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space. And I have been that silent witness to all of America's finest hours. But my finest hour comes when my stripes are torn into strips to be used as bandages to cover the wounds of my fellow comrades on the field of battle. And also when I fly at half-mast, to honor my soldiers and my sailors, my airmen, my Coast Guardsmen, my Marines. But most importantly, when I'm placed into the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the gravesite of her fallen son or her fallen daughter, I am so very proud. My name is Old Glory. Long may I wave, dear God. Long may I wave.
We will now commemorate Chief Roa's impressive career by passing the flag through the enlisted ranks he has held. This detail is comprised of members from the 86th Logistics Readiness Squadron's Material Management Flight and the USAFE AFAF Material Management Headquarters staff.
Felix departed the beautiful island of St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, on November 21st, 1995, leaving his parents and siblings to start his military journey at Lackland Air Force Base, Texas. He successfully completed basic training and technical school with honors, setting the tone for his Air Force career and landing him at Barksdale Air Force Base, Louisiana.
Entering the Air Force as an Airman Basic, Airman Roa immediately set the standard for excellence, acing 2 grueling sets of 5-level CDCs spanning 14 volumes. Recognizing his drive, his first work center was the Physical Inventory Control Section. From the very start, he was highlighted as an exceptional airman who exhibited the highest degree of initiative and dedication.
Promoting to the rank of Airman, Airman Roa ensured sound accountability of supply assets and recovered over 40,000 documents and images lost during computer purging. Airman Roa also prevented catastrophic failure and loss of control for the entire automated document control filing system. His actions earned him the title of Stellar Performer. Airman Roa then received an assignment to Osan Air Base, Korea. Hallelujah! Airman Roa was ready for something new and was ready to travel.
Promoting to the rank of Airman First Class. Airman First Class Roa arrived to Osan and joined the 51st Civil Engineering Squadron's Furnishing Management Office. Most importantly, this is where Carrion would meet the love of her life. They got married, and soon after, he was assigned to Ramstein Air Base, Germany for the first time. After Carrion completed one more year in Korea, they reunited. Airman Roa's work ethic never wavered, and his leadership described him as an airman who showcased himself with the ability, initiative, and strong sense of pride. Airman Roa's supervisor also mentioned to him that he showed everyone to never judge a book by its cover.
Promoting to the rank of Senior Airman. The young Roa couple welcomed their first child, a handsome baby boy named Javier, who was born in Landstuhl, Germany. Continued on the path of outstanding performance, Airman Roa's supervisor quoted him as hardworking and energetic individual who took charge of priority deliveries. As Senior Airman, he led a small team to develop and refine distribution process. His team was one of the last supply teams to function as pickup and delivery section before it was transferred over to the ground transportation career field.
Promoting to the rank of Staff Sergeant. Staff Sergeant Roa continued to yield fantastic results. He was lauded as the #1 Staff Sergeant of 8 throughout the flight. Sergeant Roa oversaw 425 supply transactions processed in under 2 hours during a degraded operations exercise. Due to Staff Sergeant Roa's sharp focus, the flight had 0 rejects during recovery actions. At this time in his career, he prepared for a move to Ellsworth Air Force Base, South Dakota, where the temperatures were crazy cold, but the friendships he built warmed his heart.
Promoting to the rank of Technical Sergeant. The Roa family grew once more as they welcomed their lovely baby girl, Natalia. As a newly coined dad of 2, Sergeant Roa also received the opportunity to step outside of his career field and take on the role of the Unix training manager. He monitored an average of 137 airmen in upgrade training monthly, contributing to 93% pass rate, exceeding the squadron's 90% standard. Sergeant Roa then receiving an assignment back to Osan Air Base, Korea, joining the Black Cat team at the 5th Reconnaissance Squadron with a follow-on to RAF Mildenhall, United Kingdom.
Promoting to the rank of Master Sergeant. Master Sergeant Roa was appointed as Section Chief, overseeing multiple mission readiness spares packages across 4 distinct airframes, leading a blended team of airmen and civilian counterparts. He managed 14 bench stocks that supported a wide array of critical maintenance activities. Master Sergeant Roa's relentless dedication to the mission remained a hallmark of his career. He revitalized the Wing's time change technical order program, expertly coordinating with multiple users to clear status errors, and ultimately directed the maintenance of 172 different time change kits.
Promoting to the rank of Senior Master Sergeant. This chapter of Senior Master Sergeant Roa's career was defined by rapid movement and global reach. The family was once again packing up and moving across the pond to Nellis Air Force Base, Nevada. He then was assigned as a senior enlisted leader for a 1-year tour to El Dafra Air Base in United Arab Emirates. After leaving the desert behind, he returned to the States to serve at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, North Carolina. At the helm of a massive logistic operation, Senior Roa maintained accountability and control over 130,000 line items. His efforts directly enabled 5,000 sorties and 50,000 flying hours.
The crowning moment of an incredible career arrived in 2019 when Senior Roa was promoted to Chief Master Sergeant as the #1 selectee. For his final active duty tour, Chief Roa returned to Ramstein Air Base, stepping up to serve as the Material Management Functional Area Manager and leading 640 supply airmen. His influence shone through as he assumed his ultimate role as the USAFE AF Africa A4R Senior Enlisted Leader. charged with advising on the health, morale, manpower, and retention for more than 1,000 logisticians.
Detail. Detail. About this. About this. Forward, march.
Would Master Sergeant Ora McDonald come forward to conduct the watch presentation?
The watch. For over.
All right, Chief, I know today is really about celebrating your long, oh so long career in service to the Air Force. But I'd be remiss if we didn't take a quick opportunity from just the A4R division, the A4R team, to say thank you for all of your service, thank you for all of your support. Thank you for your dedication to the team, not just here within the building, not just here within in the A4, but really to the entire field, to every airman across all of USAFE Africa, throughout the entire 2 continents that you've held watch over, and the thousands of airmen, the thousands of lives that you have touched in your time with us. I know we didn't have a whole lot of time working together. You ended up starting leave, starting your terminal pretty shortly after I arrived. But what was amazing is he, came in, shook my hand, said, "Hey boss, I'm about to start leave." And then the next day he was back in the office again in jeans and a t-shirt. It was because he cared, because he wanted to make sure everything was handed over. He wanted to make sure every airman was being taken care of across the way, make sure that nothing was going to get dropped as he mentored, as he taught, as he guided, and passed all those leadership lessons that he had gained throughout his career onto the rest of the team, onto the rest of us. So thank you very much for your service. Thank you for your time with us. We want to make sure that we set you off with a little memento from the team. Yep, come on up, Chief.
You took over for me, so I gotta make sure it's official.
Next, will all the A4R Chief Master Sergeants come forward and present your gift to Felix?
They asked me to say a few words. I'm a man of a few words, so I'll keep it short. Throughout this ceremony, I see all the love that Felix has, and the words that came to me was powerful, right? And powerful is what I say is what he has when he's in a room. He has a presence, and it's very powerful, right? But also the word that came over was family, because I feel like family. I call him my big brother, call him OG, make fun of him because he's old. But whenever you're with him, whoever he's with, he brings you in and makes you feel like family, and that's what's truly special. So you are loved. On behalf of your brothers and sisters here on A4, we appreciate everything. You will be missed dearly, but we're just a phone call away, brother.
I changed my phone.
Thank you to the USAFE Africa A4R Chiefs.
Ah, Felix, This ain't on the script, by the way. This is my own script now. So, when he first asked me to MC, I asked him, dude, are you sure about this? Are you sure? I've been waiting 29 years to get in the supply retirement ceremony. He's the first time, probably the last time. I don't do PowerPoint. I wrote it down 5 minutes before we got here. Felix, you've been a great mentor. I always say, even though you're a chief or an officer, it doesn't matter what rank you are, everybody needs a mentor. You continue to mentor others. You've been a great mentor. It's our chief's responsibility not only to stick up for the airmen, stick up for our leaders, our civilians, our family, and we got to make the tough decisions and sometimes say stuff in a room that other people. I've been waiting 29 years to give it back. It still is not going to happen Friday. I've been waiting 29 years to give it back. It still is not going to happen Friday. But Felix, I was going to call this a royal roast. I had many more jokes, but I'll probably get fired. Wait, I'll tell you more tonight. We got one more. Wait. Can you come up, Felix? You got to turn around. You can't see this. There you go. Turn around, Felix. We all know he's going back to Vegas. He's going to light up the strip with this thing underneath. I am so tired of carrying supply on my shoulders. I want to
Damn right.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate that. Back to the registered program. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct privilege to introduce to you Chief Master Sergeant Felix Roa, United States Air Force, retired.
Very, very overwhelmed. Very. All right. I'll try to make this as quick as possible. I know Karen already looking at me from the get-go from since last night. Like, you better make this speech very quick. But first of all, I want to thank God for allowing me to wake up today to be here. And all y'all to be here as well. Colonel Boswell, thank you for coming from all the way from McConnell. I saw your itinerary. I was like, man, they got you stopping about 10 stops before you get here. You know, you should have got me. I would have got you the Amex points in there. Chaplain Law Gordon, appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time to sit with me, to ask questions, for this beautiful invocation. It was very touching. Thank you. Sergeant Lewis Turner, LT, thank you for your rendition of the national anthem. I know you were the first one to come. You were like, hey, I'm doing everything. I had nothing to say. I said, okay. I said, talk to Kat, Chief Diggins over there, and they'll handle it. Chairman Zamora Solera, a.k.a. I know him as Zaza. I just say Zaza. I don't know, he'd be looking and be like, Zaza, yeah, your name is Zaza now. You know, and he took it from there. MC, Pumpkin, Jackson, Joe here. It was crazy because that very night when they announced, kind of saying we're gonna do the retirement ceremony, Jackson called. Boom. She's like, "Hey, I'm doing your ceremony." I'm like, "Dang, okay." I was like, "They didn't give me a chance to kind of go through and can't say no, because you'll get me." And then I was like, "Okay." I said, "Get with Diggins again, And then Joe, I said I wanted Joe there because I know, that TMO love that we have. I know he's gonna bring something, another flavor to the plate. Simon McDonald, all right, McDonald, thank you for the wonderful rendition of the watch. Thank you for the the short period of time that you got to do this. It was very impactful. It's very meaningful to me. And lastly, not not least, Chief Diggins, Sergeant Jimenez, and the crew for leading true friends for all these years, and for your service as well. Next, retired CMS Sergeant Kajali Goburn. We first met. His name was Panama, and we called Panama, and then we kind of started growing up. And then we started on my names, and then he said KJ. I'm like, who the hell is KJ? But then I just roll with it. Him and his wife Vivian, traveled away from Tampa, Florida. We first met, like I said, back in '98, also in Korea. We stayed connected all these years. We never missed a beat. All the laughing memories we shared. And thank you for being a true friend. I can't go without saying also from all the folks that came from outside the KMC area, making the trip, the Morrisons. We got Sylvia coming from Permission. Thank you for being here. Definitely wonderful. Kevin, OQ, I forgot you. And he's Ochoa. Appreciate it. And also online, can't hear me? Also, a shout out to my class of '95. We are still being connected. Thank you for your support all this time, over 30 years, being connected, especially to Christina Perez for all her posts, inspiration every day that she provides. You keep me going. To my basic training alumni for Training Squadron 344, Flight 065. If you're online, thank you for our support, our talks that we have day to day, month to month, whatever that may be. All right, now we'll kind of transition a little bit to a more personal and emotional. So I'm gonna try to hold it together. So first, my parents, Papi in the heavens. That's why the wreath is there. Mommy. My siblings. Hola, mommy. Robe, you probably might be online. Love you. Cairo, man, you've been my, we've been tied. We always talk. You always keep us together. You do your best to do the best to make sure everybody's taken care of. I love you. Always gonna love you, no matter what. I know you bounce things more on me than I do to you. So I appreciate. Well, you should appreciate me. No. Jayla, Josh, man, y'all grow so fast. I love y'all. Y'all show me a lot of unconditional love for Tio. Always Tio, bendición, this. I love it. Thank you. It means a lot. I want to thank you for all your moral support over the years and believing and trusting in me. Javier. She called me tu padre. Padre. I'd be like, Papi, padre. I'm like, okay, I'll leave it alone. Again, same thing. I had to go to many deployments, TDY. Miss a lot of stuff. But you should always show me love, no matter what. Even though the times I kind of see you want something or figure it out, it wasn't for that. I just a son. And we have built a strong resilience. And lastly, my Carrie Ann. Yeah. Hey, sometimes I gotta wear the pants. 2 days a day. Going on 27 years, August, right? 27? You don't know. See, I'm making sure. I know. All right. The great times, good and bad times too. I said yes, like was mentioned, you know, she fell in love with me back in Korea. She tracked me down. I had to talk to a few folks to figure out, you know, make sure this girl is legit. Before I, you know, but the thing is, it was mutual, kind of a mutual thing, kind of met. Hey, cause hey, I gotta put something in there. No, but anyway, we met, and she was the one. You know, a lot of times, you know, you take time, years, and just the way she carried herself, the way your loyalty, just the things I've learned over years to kind of look at that 27 years. Like I said, it ain't been perfect, but we held it strong. We never quit on each other. You held, well, I don't know what's wrong, but yeah. You have been my rock, thick through thick and thin. The first 21 years was so mill to mill. It was not easy able to prioritize day-to-day life activities, but we made it happen one way or another. I knew I was a cheat code and used and abused me, but that was okay. Because happy wife is happy life. Smile. Although we're not perfect by a long shot, we had goals. Our goal is always to inspire others, especially middle families, even the single parents, to let them know it's okay not to be okay, and it too shall pass over time. Your unconditional love for us don't go unnoticed, and you make sure of that every day, every hour, every second. But I will not change it for the world. I love you. Okay, down. Okay, now. Oh, that's it. Okay, I'm done with this moment now. Good. Now I can talk about some other stuff. So just quick. I'm just gonna go quick, and that's a lie. So like I said, started off joined from the military from St. Croix, not thinking about one bit of the military in the 10th grade, halfway in the 11th. And then it hit me, like, what am I gonna do? Because I don't want to go to school. I don't want to stay in a small island. Mommy and Papi gonna put me to hella work, like in yards and shit. And so I had to figure a way out, you know what I mean? So, fortunate for me, there was a recruiter, Texas Rodriguez came through, you know, how to do that high school thing. And I don't know, I just asked for the card. And then I kind of went and made a decision right then, say, hey, I need to go without putting any burden to my family. How can I go out and get off this island for right now and go explore the world without any burden, like I said. Called him up, he said, I'm gonna take a test, went to take a test. First in the military, I have no clue, you know, now we could mentor a lot of folks, no clue. I just went and took a test, he said, I passed. I said, okay, boom, boom. He said, you gotta take it to Puerto Rico, my first TUI as a civilian. I said, hey man, who paid for this? He said, oh no, we pay for everything. We send you a ticket. I like, cool, get a ticket by myself. And I think I was like 16 or so. And went to San Juan, keep me in a nice hotel, they did the maps and doing. Back then it was a little different how I do it now, but you know, I leave it at that. And everything passed, everything good, returned, and then swirled in 94 December. I had to wait a year and a half before I come in. I was ready to go. During that time, Hurricane Mary, I think, came through, and I had to stay a little longer to help the parents to get the house good to go. And then I left in November in a rush. I left right before I turned 18 to Thanksgiving, Christmas, but I was okay with that. I was very, like I said, very calm, nonchalant. A lot of that stuff, it's okay for me. But did my basic training, all that good stuff. Ended up at Barksdale, met Chin, the crew, Platt, all those guys. Made it fun, and then escape out of there. Go to Osan. Did a gig over the Frenchman office. Met Sergeant Durst. He was quite inspiration. I was very rough on the edges. And when it says at the end when I was getting my EPR, Sergeant Durst was like, "Hey man, you proved all these people wrong. The things you have done for the CE, it was unbelievable. And you show them, don't judge a book by its cover." And he's like, I said, what are you talking about? I'm just being me. But I guess, you know, they see me, how I dress, see how I was, my demeanor, you know, they look at it, okay, there's a bum, or whatever I may be. But I never thought of that, you know, because I hang out with my friends and thought about that about me, you know, we doing the same kind of thing, right? So it was fun, it was good to know that. But when I headed to Ramstein, of course I met Karen there, and move on. Came to Ramstein, made staff, made tech, roll out, Javier, we left with a clock and a armor, like everybody said I would get, which happened, and we rolled out. We ended up in Ellsworth, where I thought it was Elmendorf. We were kind of confused which one it was. I was like, oh, and my dad was like, where's Ellsworth? I said, South Dakota. I don't know where it's at. Let me go look in the map. I sent him a picture, you know, and we figured out where South Dakota was. We weren't going too far up north. And then, again, Ellsworth for about 5 years. It's crazy because I didn't put in for no assignment, right? And then Karen like, everyone will go. And then, so as soon as I put in Korea, I swear to you, they must have been waiting for me to put that mug on the dream sheet. Because the next 2 days, I was going to Korea. And then I went to Karen. She's like, what? I said, hey, we talked about it. Hey, we talked about it, so don't even try. Don't try to act surprised. When Javier, you know, Natalia was born, a blessing in disguise. And then we did that tour, and then had get a follow-on to Millenhall, where we spent about 7 years? About 7 years there. Of course, we met. That's when I met at the time Major Boswell. We connected. A lot of tough times, a lot of tough talks, a lot of fun times. He taught me a lot. We taught each other a lot. As far as being an advisor, like you said, it was kind of rough because you had to mellow all the seniors and try to figure them out. And sometimes you know how it gets when one mind thinks a different way and they don't want to do it this way, and you want to get on the same page, and then blah, 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 all this good stuff. Then it creates a hardship in leading the squadron. It makes it very, very hard. But we got through it. You know, he just brought this big, huge CMSgt book into the conference room, and I think it cut everything out. And then from there we ended up in Nellis. Did 2 years at Nellis. I would say to you, Nellis for me was, as far as the people and everything, it was good. Operation was good. It was very fast paced for a training base. Imagine that. And they had every aircraft there. I was able to learn all the fighters, you know, that we have now all across the world there. But unfortunately, leadership would suck. I'm sorry. And I got out of there. I had some good chief mentors that got me out of there, so I don't get sunk into all the craziness that was going on. But so a lot of people always say, "Hey, you had a bad time." That was one of the bad times I had with the leadership. And I think I was in about 22 years, which was a bad time for such thing to happen. Then from there, I was able to work it out to get an ADAFRA, pissed off my commander, all good. Went ahead, did that assignment, it went well. Then ended up in Seymour Johnson. Seymour Johnson always be in my heart, and that's why I made chief. And we had a lot of camaraderie there. The wing commander on down kind of had a different mindset, kind of similar to mine, and kind of played out very well. And then from there, and so during this time, so between Nellis to Seymour Johnson, I was a bachelor, right? It was my family. My son was going to school there. They wanted to finish it up, so it was all by my. You know, we was kind of just traveling. So, you know, that being away from each other, even though she was out, and it was still there, right? So, and then got assignment to Ramstein. She said, "I'm going this time," and like, I know you're coming. And then Javier went to, you know, on his venture, and Natalia came over here and about to finish up school here. But enjoy my time here. I was able to join the Functional Advisory Council, which is all the MASCOM chiefs, the 2S chiefs that I was able to travel and see and be exposed to things that be able to mentor fellow 2S in the 2S community and TMO, you know, because they've been always asking about receiving. And I say, go get with your CFM, your CFM. Not my CFM, but your CFM. So, yeah, it's been great. A lot going on. I mean, I could say stories for days, but the main thing I'm gonna called about right now is something that Major Colonel Boswell mentioned. Believe, lead, and achieve. That's what's on my form. And then I saw somebody put that in somewhere like, man, well, I'm gonna just keep it because I already printed it out all the coins. But believe, right? I always think that you have to believe in yourself before you even go anywhere. You have to trust yourself, understand yourself, look in the mirror, see what you get, and don't let people, other opinions tell you who you are, how you should be, especially for the folks who don't know you. Especially now it's very permanent, where we look at a lot of social media and you worry what other people say versus kind of looking within yourself, understanding that. Be bold, have empathy, loyal to yourself, integrity, enthusiasm, vision, and excellence. And once you start believing in yourself or get in there, because everything ain't gonna be 100%, that's when you're gonna start leading folks. Because once you start understanding yourself, you'll be able to hold other folks and take them in the right direction, right? Kind of to encourage, have accountability, and dedicated to those teams. And with that, once that is kind of a transition, right? The way I looked at it, you start achieving success. Not just for yourself, but for people around you, whether that be personal or professional, right? Just remember that, and to just keep on recycling it. Keep on recycling it, right? Depending on the situation that you may be in. And one thing I always say, I stop saying, I've been in your shoes. I know what you're going through. But I will tell you this, what was between 1995 and 2005 and now is different. It might be the same situation, but the surrounding environment is totally different. I might have this much, 45% of what's going on. So I stopped saying that. I start now digging in deep a little bit more and see what's the actual situation and see, and that's what we need to do for each other every time. And that's very important. So I'm gonna finish off. I get this question, two questions a lot. How do I stay motivated to stay over 30 years in the Air Force? And this is the second popular one. The first popular one, what you gonna do next? Everybody, that's the first question. What are you doing? What you doing? I'll tell you what I'm doing. I know the first 3 months, I'll be traveling, dedicating time for my family, wherever that may be, getting entirely situated, and then the 4th month, balancing my checkbook. Whew, that would be a long month, balancing that. And then, but